year ago, I was running a startup on the road to death. We had anemic revenue growth, a team that was way too big, and dim prospects. Today, we're a multi-million-dollar company that will cross 8 figures in revenue this year with a super hot product and a beloved brand. How did we do it, and how can you? Here's a few things I've learned in the last year. 1. Find the fast-moving water. If you're swimming in a race, you always want to find the fast current. You don't want to get stuck in shallow or still water. The same is true with startups. Fast-moving water is where all the energy is. It's where people want to try stuff, it's where investors are looking for hot products, and where reporters and influencers are covering new developments. Right now, the fast-moving water is in AI. Now, you don't want to jump into just any fast-moving water. It has to make sense for the customers you're trying to serve. We were lucky that the fast waters of AI aligned with what we were already doing. In fact, AI was the missing piece. It was scary to jump into a faster current. It ended up requiring a full rethink of our product. But we knew that if we didn't jump soon, it might be too late to ever catch up. Time was running out, and sitting still wasn't an option, so we jumped. Number 2. Now, how did we know that AI could help our users? Because we talk to them constantly. Every member of our team, including me, rotates through customer service to make sure we understand what our users want and need. We ask about their hopes and their frustrations, and then focus on how we can play a part in fulfilling those hopes and reducing those frustrations. And one big frustration we kept hearing was that digital marketing is extremely hard and time-consuming. It can easily eat all your time, and if you're a solo entrepreneur or a small team, you can't afford that. Here's where we spotted an opportunity. Solo entrepreneurs and small teams needed a simple, easy-to-use product to help with marketing. And nobody was building this product. We had already built a great foundation with a real-time collaborative document editor and file system. We knew that we could incorporate AI to generate words in our product, and now we understood how those generated words could best help, by generating marketing content to help non-marketers run their business. We went from user interviews, to building landing pages to confirm the value prop, to doing demos to make sure that the product was understandable, to bringing on build partners to test the real thing. And now our job is to keep listening. Because our customer service function is part of our product org, issues and requests get put directly into our roadmap. Number 3. Focus on what's most important and cut the rest. Our previous product had a ton of features. Some might say too many features. And really, it's better to be great at a few things than mediocre at many. This is one of those things that's easy to say, but truly hard to do, because lots of things feel important when you're building a product. But this is where my previous point comes back in. When really you listen to your customers, you can figure out what matters to them and focus on that. We redesigned Blaze with a focus on what's most critical to our product and then executed it with extreme quality. For us, that meant creating simple, easy to understand AI flows, an amazing ability to learn how our customers write, and super high quality content output. Most everything else just didn't matter. Sometimes you work really hard on a feature that doesn't end up being valuable. It happens. No one's perfect at predicting what's going to work. But you have to be willing to cut things that aren't working and triple down on the things that are. Because your customers don't really care how long that feature took you to build. Just ask them. Number 4, don't be afraid to copy. You're not going to reinvent everything. You're just not. And the good news is you don't have to, because lots of perfectly useful things have already been invented and reinvented. So don't be embarrassed to employ tried and true solutions. Bigger companies have spent way more time than you'll ever have on a problem and validated their approach on tens of thousands of users. Don't be afraid to copy what works. You can use all their insights and build on top of them to create something that's still different, but that uses familiar patterns that people already know. There probably is an aspect of your product that is breaking new ground or using a new approach. For us, it's putting AI to work for small businesses. We're using our groundbreaking energy on that. But things like designing wizards to guide people through the product, that's a solved problem. Don't make this harder than it has to be. Number 5, move as fast as possible. There's a secret about entrepreneurship that you really need to know. You're going to be wrong about lots of stuff. Like lots of stuff. Things you thought were sure things will fail, and things you thought were doomed will succeed. You'll always be shooting at moving targets, and what worked last month won't necessarily work next month. This is all perfectly normal. It's not failure, it's part of the process. And it's the secret reason we try to move as fast as possible. Get all the wrongs out of the way as we move towards right. We ran from no product to launching a fully featured product in 3 months. How? It's everything I've talked about so far. Listening to customers, copying from benchmarks for stuff that doesn't matter, and being quick to drop things when it's clear they don't work. These hacks helped us move faster. The goal is to clear out all the wrong ideas that inevitably sit between here and the right one, and you can't do that by pondering the future. You just have to start building it. 6, make people feel something. We knew that we were going to be launching into a red ocean, a huge, busy market with lots of products that did similar things. So how could we break out? For us, the answer was obvious, through our brand. We needed to break out from the pack and do stuff that other people weren't. For us, our competitors were all creating these tech-forward enterprise brands that focused on features. So we did the opposite. We leaned into a pop culture brand that was seriously fun and irreverent. And it worked. People love our brand. And to this day, people stay for our product, but they come because of our marketing. So know the game you're playing and go where other people aren't. 7. It takes a full team. So it's launch day for Blaze. I woke up in the morning and we are number 8 in the rankings on Product Hunt. And at first I was dismayed, but then I got the whole team together on a Zoom and everybody contacted everyone they knew. And within an hour, we were number 1 in the rankings. Everyone on our team contributed to that leap. Even as a small team, we were able to flex our networks to get the word of the launch out into the world, and it was enough to move the app rankings. And not only were we the top product of the day, but we were the top product of the week and the month. A lot can change in 5 months. Not only are we not dead yet, we're growing really fast. So you can turn a ship around. It's never too late. But you have to really listen to your customers. You have to be willing to take big risks to go where the water is moving. You have to be willing to streamline and focus on what really matters to your customers. You have to spend your time on things that make your product unique. And don't be afraid to let solved problems be solved problems. And it really helps if you can create a brand that people love. I'm happy we're alive and thriving today, and I can't wait to see where we end up 5 months from now.